Hi everybody. I've missed y'all. I know it's been about like 2 weeks since I've been on here. I got some stuff in the works right now. I'm very happy where I am in life right now. So I have been posting those job listings for y'all. So hopefully one of y'all have grabbed those high paying jobs and you've made it into the finish line. So this specific video right now that I want to talk about is not for the argument of unvaccinated versus vaccinated or the jab, whatever. I'm gonna stay within YouTube's guidelines so this video can get through. Okay, this is not about that. If somebody comments on my post about however you feel about this, or you feel that somebody should get it or not get it or whatever, and you want to start this argument, I'll just block you, delete you, I'll delete your comment and everything because it's just not about this right now. This is about the future of nursing and where it's going. Okay, and I want to explain to you on how I feel about this topic. Okay. So if you have not known, Biden last month made a statement that anybody that is under Medicare, a facility or whatever, they have to be fully vaccinated. The staff, anybody that's within there, the residents, they have to be fully vaccinated. If you have not noticed now, if you look at contracts that are higher paying, and they are creeping up, those ones that I'm posting, 3, 4, I've even seen 5. I've seen 5,500. But the stipulations were that you had to be on your first dose and willing to get your second dose by September 30th, or you had to be fully vaccinated. Like, these people were not letting you submit any jobs without it. Okay. So I left Virginia early. I'll have to talk about that later, but I canceled that contract. I didn't want to do it anymore. Like I said, the rates is going up and I was getting kind of homesick. So I talked to the recruiter that I had, and we was talking about this whole situation, and he was saying that basically that he's losing money as a recruiter because people are backing out of their contracts because of these mandates that are happening. Okay, sign the contract and everything, and then the hospital turns around and says, "No, we want you to be fully vaccinated, or at least be willing to get vaccinated." And nurses are standing by how they feel, and they're backing out of those contracts. Or some of them, whatever decision that they wanted, they'll do it anyway. Okay. So, like I said, this is not about getting it or not getting it. If you felt like that you wanted to get that shot, round of applause, because you did what was best for you and your family. If you didn't want it, round of applause to you because you did what was best for your family. Your choice, your body. Okay. I'm not that type of person. I will never be that type of nurse. I've never met so many nurses in this past month, physically and socially, that have started saying that they are getting sick of seeing patients come in that are unvaccinated and they have to treat them. They're actually wanting to refuse them, and doctors have a few doctors I've seen that have went on strike because they don't want to take unvaccinated patients. You guys, what happened to the Hippocratic Oath? What happened to the nurse oath that you took here? That makes me question those type of people that feel that way because I don't think you guys understand, or if you've read in, we've had plenty of pandemics, epidemics. Let's take HIV. You don't like know that these type of nurses and doctors felt those same way about people who had that disease. They didn't want to treat them and everything. I wouldn't let those people touch me with a 10-foot pole. Because what else don't you like about me? Okay? And there's a lot of nurses out here, they don't like this either. Let's be honest. I don't trust y'all. I don't trust y'all. I've never met so many nurses. When this topic comes up, I don't bring this stuff up. I don't talk about this in the workforce, but it bothers you. And when this topic comes up, you become very emotional about it because this is your beliefs and you feel like everybody else has to follow those beliefs. This is America. This is America. Like, this is not how it works. Like, I'm kind of disgusted by it. I had this girl that come up to me and she was like, I can't believe that they come in here and they don't want to get it, or they say no, or they want to be skeptical about it, or they have all these questions about it. You as a nurse, you're not supposed to get mad at that. You are supposed to give them the information for them to go do their own research. That's what I've did. I've been doing these vaccines since February, this beginning of February the 2nd. Did Oakland, Maryland. I've mixed the compound of the Pfizer, the Johnson and Johnson. I've administered it. I know what it does. I've seen the effects of this vaccine. Okay, you don't think I've seen some stuff and I don't even talk about it? Let's scoot it up under the, under the couch. You don't think I've seen what's going on? I'm not stupid right now. But like I said, the what's about to happen in nursing is that they're pushing for these contracts for you to be fully have the jab by September 30th to October the 1st, okay? And let me tell you, if you haven't, the money is about to happen for y'all. Like they're gonna start throwing out crazy money because this is what's gonna happen. You have those nurses that stick by in their beliefs because no, they're not taking these religious exemptions, medical exemptions. Like they are throwing all of this stuff out the window. That's weird. That's very weird to me that you won't take a religious exemption or a medical exemption, whatever. I don't know if there's some type of money in this or whatever. I do not know, but I've never seen this in the history of medicine where you just like, oh no, none of that matters anymore. They want their whole entire staff to be fully, you know. So let me tell you guys, if you have it, this is what's going to happen. Sign up for all of these agencies because this is what's going to happen. You're going to see an influx of nurses bounce. They've already been sending letters right now saying that of dismissals that you can't be there anymore. You're going to see a lot of nurses just leave. And in those Facebook groups that I've seen, and we had this topic of discussion, I don't really like go into it. I just read everybody's comments, and mostly the nurses that have gotten it, they're very excited about this. That there's so many nurses or healthcare professionals that are about to leave or about to get fired or whatever. From my understanding, you can't even collect unemployment without having this. If they fire you, and there's a lot of nurses, aides, whatever, healthcare professionals that are very happy about this moment that they're letting go of healthcare professionals that don't have it. And this is what's going to happen because the hospitals don't care. They don't care, especially the ones that don't have unions. You're about to have a heavy patient workload. If you haven't seen it for yourself, especially the new grads, I feel so bad for the new grads. You have not seen it yet. You are about to have the worst patient workload you've ever seen it. There's not enough people graduating and passing to cover the shortage that we're having. Not only the shortage, the mass exodus that's about to happen with all the nurses that are voluntarily leaving as well in return. We're not thinking about that. Then we have to think of the baby boomers. All of that is about to what's about to happen. So it's like this aha moment that, yeah, we're getting a fully vaccinated staff. We ain't got to deal with this COVID stuff. And I just don't think a lot of healthcare professionals are being honest of what they're seeing in the ICU, in the ER. It's both of them in there. And it's a tragedy of what's going on right now. But now's not the time to be clashing against your coworker because of your personal beliefs. That's why I said there is no unity in nursing right now because everybody is laughing about this situation that's about to have happen on October the 1st. It's not going to be pretty, and I feel bad for the patients and the residents because you're not going to get adequate care. You're not going to get adequate care. Don't let me get no 6, 8 patients. When they gave me that type of stuff, I used to be crying in the bathroom because I knew I could not give adequate care to these patients. It got to the point where I stopped. Okay, when I come into my job and I'm working on a Q level 4, I don't clock in. None of that stuff. I don't take no keys, none of that. None of that. How many patients are you about to get me? What are their names? What are their diagnoses? You are not giving me more than 4, 5 on acute or a step down or nothing like that. ICU is supposed to be 1 or 2. No, they are maxing these up. you're going to see the worst ratios. You're going to see more strikes happening. So this is not the time to be mad at your neighbor for whatever their personal beliefs is, because healthcare is collapsing. I don't think you guys are seeing this right now. Healthcare is collapsing. Like, this is not funny anymore. I've told myself, I said, if they pull through with this mandate, I've seen a few articles where some hospitals are not going through with it because they can't cover staff. That these nurses are not playing. If you are not going to accept whatever their exemptions is, they are sticking to what their beliefs is and just leaving or finding a different career path. And kudos to you, ma. Stick to what you believe in, because I'm not afraid. At the end of the day, I'm not afraid. I'm not about to tell you, have I done it or have I not, because it's not this type of the discussion right now. I care for everybody. I care for everybody. I will never be that type of nurse, healthcare professional that feel like I feel like I'm better than you, that I won't treat you. Because at the end of the day, I don't think you nurses understand that when something hits the fan, something goes south, they're not going to look at the doctor, they're not going to look at the aide, they're going to look at you, the nurse, because you were the one that was supposed to provide that adequate care. There's no law right now saying that no, you can't treat a un person, you know? I don't want to work by people like that. I just don't want to work by people like that. And I'm just, it's sad. It's sad what's going on. And I get why people don't want to do it, or why they do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just seen another nurse YouTuber that said that she got it because, for schools are mandating it, or the schools are not mandating it, but the hospitals are mandating it for you to do the clinicals, you know? So now we have the new nurses that have to weigh those pros and cons. Do I want to go to nursing school and deal with that? You know what I'm saying? And then to counteract the argument, because a lot of people like to argue about this topic, they say, well, you've had plenty of vaccines prior to when you were a kid. Okay, we were kids. We didn't have that choice there. We were kids. But this new jab that's going on, a lot of people have questions about it and they deserve answers. I've got my answers. I've dealt with it before. I've read up on it, ingredients, all that type of stuff. I've already made my decision. I've already made my decision. Okay. I don't even talk about this when I go to work because too many people are in their feelings about this. Too many. I just do my job and go home. But the future of nursing is about to get real nasty. If you've not seen before, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, WBC, whatever, what is that news channel? Alabama, their nurses at this specific hospital, they had some complaints about pay, because they're one of the lowest paid state, if I'm not mistaken. They get paid like what, $20 an hour, which sucks. But you have nurses that come in that are travelers, especially with Crucial, and they're making, if I'm not mistaken, go on Crucial side, they should be making $125 an hour, and like 170, 185 in overtime. Housing, transportation, and all of that comes in. So a lot of nurses, they're not liking that. They're not liking that. Now, I have my own opinion about that, because us as travel nurses, we leave a lot behind to go make that type of money. Um, this whole striking stuff, you can go look back on my previous videos on how I feel about striking. But like I said, I'm not going to ask nobody to pay me how they're supposed to pay me. You're going to pay me. That's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. So right now, Alabama nurses, they refuse to go into their night shift and relieve the day shift. I don't know if that was a pact or they had some type of union. I don't think their union is strong, not like California. But a lot of companies, hospitals, nurses, they're going to start following suit. So their main thing that they want to advocate for was higher pay. They felt like they were not getting paid adequately to the travel nurses, which I don't think that will ever happen, because, like I said, you're going home to your family every night. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to drive far. You don't have to sleep in a hotel. But I get why you're doing it, because the ratios, they're too high right now, and it's becoming unsafe. So I get why y'all doing that. I'm in the back. cheering for y'all. But like I said, I have a different outlook on how striking is. But striking can get very dangerous. There was nurses in the comments that have received emails already about potential strikes in different states right now. I believe Alabama, Washington, Georgia was one of them that are about to go down in the next month. We don't know. This is allegedly, but it's getting real, you know? So, like I said, um the second thing that they were advocating for was that they are tired of dealing with patients that come in that are unvaccinated right now, and they don't want to deal with them whatsoever. It was like probably about a good 20 of them that were outside that weren't going to clock in. And feel how you want to feel about it, but there's nurses that don't want to take care of you because of how you feel about your own health. Um, I don't advocate that for that whatsoever. I can't stand by your side as a nurse. I will never be that type of nurse where I feel like I don't want to treat you because of that. But right now, if you go look that up, Alabama nurses are striking because of those two things. I believe it's another. I want to get this video out to tell y'all what's about to go down. So if not, I did sign another contract that's going down. The money is out there. I have a flight tonight, and I have a friend that's going with me. We got to buddy up in a hotel, and this is a crisis job, and I'm pretty excited about this because I'm about to get out in the trenches again, and do what I I kind of like this new assignment that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a high paying one. I stayed patient, and I got lucky. I got very lucky, blessed. But like I said, I'm coming back to tell y'all that what's going on right now is it's tragic. It's very tragic, and you got a lot of nurses that they don't want to deal with it no more. They just don't want to deal, and they don't have to. A lot of y'all made $10,000 a week last year, still is 200,000 a year. You just don't have to deal with it anymore. The ratios is crazy. The hospitals want you to work these crazy hours now, crazy hours, and it takes a lot of out of us on our mental. But I get it. I get it. But like I said, I stand by you and what you believe in. I won't be that nurse that's gonna turn you away because of what you believe in. I'll never be that person, but I'm letting you know this is the fate that's about to go down with healthcare. And what will you choose? Will you go out there in the trenches? I don't think that they will really go through with this mandate how they say it is. I'm sure they want everybody to get it, but I don't think it's going to work because we don't have enough people. We just don't. We don't have enough nurses to go around to do this. I mean, they going to start calling people out of retirement. Like California. Watch out for California. They about to give out licenses like hotcakes right now. Oh, the free or the low, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had to come back. I had to tell y'all that. Sad, man. This is sad, sad stuff that's going on. But be on the lookout. I have a new assignment. I'm about to fly out tonight. I wish y'all the best. I want y'all to be safe. Be safe out in these streets because these people ain't looking out for y'all. And let me recommend this book. Let me recommend this book. Anybody that want to refute me, read this book right here. Medical Apartheid. The Dark History of Medical Experimentation on Black Americans from Colonial Times to Present Times, from Harriet A. Washington. I want y'all to just read this book. Read this book and understand why people feel they feel about their health. They question it every way. Like I said, I've been questioning things since the beginning of time. That's the only way you're going to learn. That's the only way you're going to learn. I've seen this physically. I don't have to prove myself about it. And like I said, you do what's best for y'all. And I'm going to leave that at the end of the video. Love y'all. Love y'all. Y'all stay safe.